What's good, gang? What's happening? Welcome back on a beautiful Monday. Hope you guys are doing well here. Hope you had a good weekend. It's time to get back to work. Looking forward. I'm already excited for the market this week. It's going to be exciting. Interest rate decision at FOMC. Stock market on the verge of a collapse potentially. Nasdaq looking weak. S&P 500 looking scary. Gold. What about gold? We're going to talk about it in a second here. Let's enjoy the music a bit. Waiting for some more people to arrive here. Hope you guys are all doing well. Looking forward to start today. Let's see what we have in the building. As you guys know, we're going to do a full breakdown. Okay. Couple charts, we're going to go over it. Let's do our pre-analysis. Make sure that you pay very close attention right now, so we can focus on the trading setups after. Okay. So let's do our analysis first. Trading after. Very important. So we know exactly what we are looking for. Let's see what we have in the building. Let's have a little sneak peek here. Okay. 222 Romeo, my man. Welcome back. Hope you had a good weekend, brother. Brad as well. Dexter. Manuel. Oscar. Alka, my man. Leonardo. Umberto. Dragon Host, welcome. Welcome to the stream. First timer, welcome. There we go. Ruben, Xander, John, Caspers, Borneo's Heaven. Yes, sir. Bjorn Vink. Yes, sir. Movies. Or movies? Movies. Morning. Hope you had a good weekend. Yes, I had a great weekend, my man. Had a great weekend. Yeah, life goes as it goes. We have to keep it up, keep it going. Every week we go a little bit stronger. We get a little bit better. We tune in and we make sure we evolve. And I've seen a lot of you guys evolving. Also in our academy here, in our Discord. Very, very nice. Very, very beautiful. So I'm looking forward to host today's session with you guys here. All right. Looking great, by the way. Really clean. Thomas. Amazing session, brother. I see you. See you on the stream shortly. Gonna be fun. All right. Okay, fam. It's time for some analysis here. Okay. Let's start out with our most beautiful, famous gold here. AKA gold up or down, buy or now. Let me talk about it. All right. There we go. Okay. That should be perfect. Okay. Amazing. All right. So gold. Weekly candle. Okay. New weekly candle, new open. We opened bullish right away. Okay. We opened bullish a little bit here. At this particular moment, though, I'm not that impressed with the volume yet. I think the volume will come later on. Okay, the volume will start coming into the market a little bit later. We do have, of course, some important news with you guys to share. You guys probably already know it. If you don't know, it is going to be an extremely important week for the US economy. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if they do decide to increase their interest rates again, we're probably going to see a very heavy reaction. A very heavy reaction from the stock market, from the indices, potentially from gold, and so on here. This could be big for the dollar. So the reason why this is so important is because 5.5% is extremely high. All right, interest rates, 5.5% extremely high. It's not that 5.5% is extremely high. It's more that in the speed of which they've raised these interest rates up to 5.5% has been breaking records. It's extremely fast. This is not good for banks. This is not good for the economy. This is not good for a lot of things, but this is all done to get the inflation down. Okay. In this case right now, you can already see that 5.5% is there. If they do decide to increase it with another 25 basis points, something unexpected, because they do not expect to, but if they do, we might be in for a pleasant surprise. Okay. Well, it depends if it's pleasant or not, but for us as traders, it could be very beneficial. For the overall economy, it's usually not a good thing. But we're going to find it out on a Wednesday. Okay, no news today. No news tomorrow besides the Euro CPI. That's going to be important for the Euro. But in regards to the dollar, the Federal Reserve interest rate decision is going to be Wednesday, 2 p.m., 5.5% expectation here. Of course, the press conference is going to be there as well. We will probably be streaming the pre-FOMC, okay? So we're going to find out if Wednesday is going to be a nice day to trade. Probably it's going to be a lot of consolidation and so on and so on. Who knows? Who knows? But we're going to find out if we're going to see some volume coming into the next 15 minutes when the New York opens. And we see from there here. Most important part is a couple of different things here. Okay, let me see real quick. We have the dollar. Okay. The dollar has that sell side liquidity still below. You know, you guys know about it from me Thursday stream, Friday stream, which is right here. Okay, let me just make sure you guys know what I'm talking about. This is this level right here. Okay, we have these sell stops, whatever, all kinds of liquidity built below. We have not gone to that stage yet here. Okay, we initially, rather than taking out these lows, we came up and we broke the highs. We came above the Sunday open. We filled up that gap and we actually broke above resistance, and we turned that resistance now in support. It is not looking particularly strong right now, as you guys can see here. Okay, we're now in a top range, consolidation range here above that level. We have a massive gap below. However, if you go back to the daily chart, as long as we're holding above this level, okay, you guys can see that this is that daily support here. We broke above it. As long as we're holding above this level here, we, you know, we could be bouncing up and we could be looking more bullish for the dollar than bearish in that matter here. I do think we're gonna retest that level one more time later today. So what I think could happen for gold is the following. We could potentially see one more resistance level or one more hit towards the 1931, trying to break it, potentially faking out here and flipping, reversing to the downside. I think that something like that is potentially a reasonable scenario. If we go to the macro levels for gold, okay, let's go back to the weekly. Of course, you see that we have that triple top and so on and so on. If you're gonna go to the daily here, we still have that weekly gap, by the way, very important to mention, below the 1885 and above the 1847. So do take that level in consideration, or that zone in consideration. That's right there. Very important zone, very important. We have a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. We're now pulling back, okay? So this is a kind of an important moment for us as well, to see what gold is going to do. Is gold going to create a higher high, or are we going to come back down and create a lower low here? In this case right now, as you guys can see already on the daily, we're seeing the sellers stepping in. We do have a small gap above, which is kind of important to mention as well here. So if we break above the 1930 and we close it, I think we can take like a long. And we can take the long up till that gap here, till that range here, potentially this area, which is actually the value area low, which is at 1936, 1937, okay? Like a breakout, continuation to the 1937. It's still roughly, you know, a nice 60 pips from there. It's a big move overall, if you think about it. I think that is a scenario, okay? The other scenario is that we just break below. So keep it like extremely simple. And that's the 1922, okay? The 1922 is where we hold here. We have this particular low here. This low created this high, and so on and so on. We have now a range. We had this range before. We were in this range. We're now back in that range. So what we need to do is we need to get out of that range, okay? We need to wait, or make sure that we actually wait for it to break this range before we look for positions. So I see this kind of as like a no trading zone for now. But at any given moment, we could see a breakout out of this range potentially. And from there, we can decide what we can do. Okay, we look at the dollar correlation. We look at the lower time frame on the dollar. We see what will happen here. Let's imagine that we come down and we break below and we close below here. And we continue down. Of course, gold is going to be bullish. Of course, gold is going to break above here and it's continuing its way up to the 1937. It is like a 60 pip move. That's one layer. If the dollar, you know, holds support here and it shoots up, different story. All right, we have another way, a layer we could potentially come down, and so on and so on. Okay, so I'm not here to predict, I'm here to anticipate. And I think we all are right now at this particular moment. Let's make sure that we are just following what will happen here for gold. It's super simple actually to look at it from that angle right here. And looking at the dollar as an extra confirmation right now, okay? I do find this high extremely interesting. So even if you pull back towards the high, we would have filled up the daily gap. And we would come back to the value area low at 1936. And the point of control is at 1945. So these are two extremely important levels. I'm going to talk more about the VAR profile a lot more on stream. Why? Because it's just a crazy tool. It's just a crazy tool. We're actually planning to build a whole concept around this tool and why it's so powerful in depth, so you understand why it's so effective and why it works so much. If you want to see proof, let me show you. Okay, we have this range right here, very clean range overall. We had this range right here of this lower level, and we had, I think right here, we have to move it up a little bit more. There we go. Beautiful. And look at what happened here. We had this clean range. Okay, we're looking at ranges. We pulled back into that range right here on Friday, when we had that we had a potential uptrend scenario. This is what we call the value area high. All right, that value area high is super important. Why? Volume increases dramatically right in that range, and look how it tapped perfectly once again into that value area high right here, closed above it, and it just came. It came above. It came above. I actually had an order placed right below, slightly below. Didn't get triggered unfortunately, but you know the idea, the analysis was perfect. Usually, as always, you see clearly that we came up and that we're now back into that range here. So the question is now continuation towards this range right here, or failure back to the value area high once again, or this smaller range right here. Okay, it's one of these. So what we can do, we can break out on both ends and we can see in what direction we can go and how we can trade it from there. Now we're in a no trading zone. That no trading zone is between the 1922 and the 1930. Let's wait for it to break out. That's what we're looking for. Okay, looking forward to go a little bit deeper and then talk about that. We need some volume. So that's gold. Okay, then we have another layer. Let me look at the Australian dollar against US dollar, and then after that, guys, we're gonna go over a couple of charts that you want me to analyze right now. We just make sure that we do everything right now because there is no volume. There is no trade regardless. We wait for the volume to come in, and that usually tends to happen around the New York Open. So let's do our analysis first, and then we know what we're looking for during the trading actual session here when we actually start trading, when the volume kicks in. Okay, so in this case, there are a couple things that I would like to show you here. And like I said, I'm going to use this tool a lot. We're going to build something really nice around it here on the Limitless Trading Academy YouTube channel. If you haven't liked or subscribed to that channel, please do. It's in my personalized account here. It's right below. We're going to upload a lot of things right there. Okay, a lot of education, podcasts, interviews, you name it. We're going to start a launch very, very shortly. So I'm very excited for the Limitless Trading Academy launch as well here. But yeah, let's start with the Australian dollar against US dollar. Okay, let's clean it up. Why is that? Well, look at that. We took that trade last week, right? We had that profitable trade last week. I think we made a nice $1,500 on the trade. We closed it right there. Instead of being greedy, we closed it right in that wick. I'm happy that we did that eventually. But look at what we have been building here. This is a lot of sell side right now. Sell side liquidity to the downside here for the Australian dollar against US dollar. As you can see here, okay? Then again, we have this whole range. That consolidation. We have that expansion. We have that retracement right now. Coming back into that range here. We have that liquidity building. Not just here, but also right now, right here. Look at all of that sell side that's getting built right now. This is getting built for a reason. So what we're looking for is we're looking for a rejection followed by a continuation back down. Okay, that's the trade setups that we're looking for. Why? The overall pattern, the overall structure does not lie. That lower low, that liquidity building, that retracement, the dollar is still holding above daily support. All of these things are aligning here. So if you see a breakout and we see the volume coming in, we might be coming down aggressively when looking at it right there. Okay, so what are we looking for? Well, we had this particular range. And we had, what a surprise, fam. Okay, the point of control here. The point of control is the area where the most volume has been traded in this specific range. The most volume has been traded right there. And look at that reaction. Okay, that overall rejection from there. You could see that that area was exactly aligning with a nice area of supply as well right there. So you see clearly that it fitted perfectly. We saw that rejection right here, and eventually we came down. So what are we doing right now? Well, you see that we're building that sell side here. We have seen that rejection right now. I think it's time to look at the lower time frame and to start looking at smaller ranges in the market to potentially look for particular entry setups. Okay, so we have this particular range, very clean range, very small, very clean, something like that. Is a zone where I'm personally interested in, right there. Okay, something in that manner is what I'm looking for. And the reason why is because again, look at what we're doing here. We have the value area low, And just for the new people, all right? If you haven't heard of this indicator yet, I have a video on my channel. It's in the chat right now. It says what's the only indicator video you need? What's the only indicator video you need video? Okay, we need to change that up. But it explains you and it gives you like 8 trading examples showing you exactly how it works and why it's so powerful. Once again here, okay? So in this case, very low. Right there, we see that rejection right now here happening. Okay, aligns again with this area of supply. Very clean rejection on so far. What I'm looking for this break to the downside. So this is going to be a short-term trade. If we're going to break this low, I'm potentially looking into a trade right here to potentially come down and to take out, of course, that sell side liquidity that we've been building up around this level. Okay, the dollar confirmation on the lower time frame. You see it breaking that low. You see it coming. I think that there is a big chance we can finally start squeezing out some long traders right there, including potentially some sell stops. But I rather think it's like stop losses built from longs rather than shorts right here. So yeah, let's wait for that reaction. I think this is a really serious level to look for. And if we break that low here, we might be pushing further back to the downside. Right there. Okay. At the same time, the Asian high has been taken out. The Asian low is right here. That could be a fantastic target as well. So it's really a nice combination of if you break this low here, you're in the middle of the Asian range. You enter a short, stop loss either above the high, you target the lows, and you play it safe this way, which I think is a very safe option. I think if you can come back towards that range right here, and you still have a 2-to-1 setup. So I think that there is a lot of potential in a short for the Australian dollar against the US dollar here. Hope that makes sense. TP point would definitely be around the Sunday open, of course, just to be sure, or like your stop loss on break even and so on and so on. I think this is definitely a setup that I'm interested in. And if we break down here, we have something very, very clean. But once again, the volume profile never let us down. Okay. So that's that for now for the Australian dollar and gold. Hope you guys enjoyed this little preview. My suggestion is to you, let me look in the chat right now and let's see what you guys want to see. Let me know. Throw me a couple of setups or a couple of charts right here where I can look at for you guys and do some analysis here. Make sure, by the way, you smash up that like button. We only have 157 likes. We have 740 people watching already. So let's hit that like button, fam. Let's start to be strong together. And let's make sure we reach our goals. We are heading towards 43K here. That's the target this week. Every week we smash our targets. Every single week. Because of you guys. But of course, make sure we smash that like button right there. Alright? Love it. Let's do some analysis here. Let's see what we have here. GJ says late to the party, as usual. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend and ready to crush the marks and rob the brokers. Okay, what do we have? EU? Okay. EU, yeah. Sure. Okay, EU. Okay, start at the daily. You guys are probably, you're already seeing it. You're already seeing it, okay? I will show you a range right here. Look at this range right there. Okay. Whenever I see a really clean ranges, this is a nice clean range. This is a clean range. This is like a clean range right now. We're creating a clean range. Okay. You name it. Ranges are everything. Why? Because they provide too much enough information. So if you expand from a range, then we can think about, okay, what is the range target? Where can we go to? Can we pull back into the range? If so, where can we move back to? How can we take advantage of that expansion? Right? That's what we're looking for. So in this case, we had a really clean, nice range right here. So let's draw the tool here from the left to the right. And let's see what we have. Let's see if we have some information here. Let me go to the all on that chart, by the way. Let me do that real quick. There we go. Oh. Let's do it. Right here. And let's see what we have. Okay. So, value area low. Right there. Value area low, built up. Reaction? Of course. Of course. Look at that daily closure below. Another daily closure below, taking out some liquidity here, closing second candle below. Really, really clean. The 4 hour, what happened there? It broke that low, right? Massive expansion above. What do? You take a short, stop loss above the highs. Or above the highs, and you target, of course, that lower range right there. Okay? It came up even further, by the way. Anyways, it is something to look out for. But this is absolutely amazing. That breakdown all the way down here. So what do we have here? We had that rejection on the daily for the Eur Usd. Very strong rejection. Beautiful value area low. Okay? Now what are we doing here? We are consolidating a little bit. Okay? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Higher high, lower low. We have created lower low. So what is important to mention? I think that we're creating some sort of channel here. Okay? Let me see if I can show you an example. You kind of have a parallel channel or something in that manner. Like now that we're creating something like this, right? We're actually breaking out of the channel right now. That's one layer. Okay? We're not looking particularly strong. Let's put it this way. I see this range as a nice clean target. I think there is a big chance we could come down here. This is on the daily, right? So do take that in consideration. This is on the daily. We have this range right there. And I think this is an important thing to take consideration, as well as, indeed, we have equal lows built up as well. So equal lows right there. Below. So that's also another layer to mention right there. Let me write it down. There we go. Equal lows. Right now be built up. It's a matter of time before, in my opinion, we're going to come down here for the Eur Usd. At the same time, you have this overall trend. We're holding support at this overall trend right now. Why I'm using all these metrics? Well, it's just perspective. That's all it is. It's nothing more or worse than that. It's just a perspective. We're not looking for particular trades with this kind of like trading style here, but it's good to know the macros. So yeah, resistance, resistance, support, support, support. We're holding on to support right there. While we have broken that initial channel right here. What I'm looking for right now on the lower time frame is simply just the information of this range. Okay, what's the range of information telling us here? Now we have the value area low right there, and we're already facing resistance from that level right now. As you guys can see on the daily, this is exactly where we're currently getting rejected at this particular moment. So if we are then zooming in on the lower time frames, okay, we're now facing a lot of resistance here at this particular moment for the euro against the dollar. You see that we have been ranging. I think what we need to look out for is just a break to the downside for continuation. Some sort of break to the downside for continuation. If you do decide to come up, yeah, then let's see what happens in this overall range right there. But that's still a long way to go. Okay, that's still a way to go back to the 107, which is right to that level right here. That could be the next reaction, if that's the case. But the bias is definitely short. Definitely looking for further continuation to the downside for the Eur Usd. I think on the lower time frame we have something very, very nice here. We might be taking a trade very soon though, very shortly. If we can close this candle, we might be taking a trade very soon. Very soon. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you know, it's not looking that particularly strong for now. The euro against the dollar. Absolutely not right now. So let's see how we develop and go. Let's do one more. And let's keep a close eye on the Australian dollar against the US dollar here. Let's see what the dollar is doing. Alright, dollar is so far holding here. Good. All right, that's good. Okay. Interesting, fam. Interesting, interesting. I do believe it's a matter of time here before we start coming down. And we start going for that wick. I think that we can take out a lot of sell side liquidity we've been building up below right now. Another idea could be that we come down and we retest the Sunday open and we short from the Sunday open and we take it to the downside. That's another layer. Because the Sunday open is perfectly aligned with the trend line here, with that sell side liquidity built up here. And you know, if you do come down and we retest it, this is a really nice level to look for shorts to the downside for further continuation. Really clean, really clean. So Australian dollar, US dollar. I definitely look into shorts very shortly, fam. Yeah. Okay. Keep a very close eye on this one. We'll get back to it in a second. But the Sunday open is very interesting as well. Even if you break the Sunday open and you retest it, come down, you have a really nice clean rejection point for further continuation. But no, I do like it a lot here. Okay. Okay, one more chart, guys. Let me know in the chat. Let's see what we have here. Nasdaq. Nasdaq. Okay. Are we in the Australian dollar, US dollar? Not yet, but we will be entering very soon. As of what it looks now, we will be entering shortly here. I think that we could see that continuation. I think that after that rejection here, it's time for the Australian dollar, US dollar to come down here. Too much stuff built up below on both ends right now. I'm definitely willing to risk it coming down eventually, as far as possible. But yeah, we will see. We're gonna wait a couple more minutes for the closure, and then we're ready to roll. Nasdaq. Okay, let's look at the Nasdaq. Let's do it. I think we're at the verge of a massive pivot, by the way. Okay, I'm just telling you guys, I think that we are almost there. We're coming very close here. Okay, so you guys know it, right? The fixed range line profile left to the right. Top range, rejection. We look internally. What do we have? Value area low here. Point of control there. Let's start with the value area low. Boom. Rejection. Number one, weekly rejection. Value area low. Daily. Daily range right there. Okay. What we can see here as well, which is interesting, is a nice clean range. And because this is so clean here, we have this high to this low. We use the Fibonacci for it. And we come back to the 70.579%. Very, very nice. Including this range right here. So consolidation, expansion, retracement, rejection, double M formation, continuation, right? So we're looking for continuation to the downside. We're seeing already everything set in stone here for now. And you see also that we had that beautiful rejection between the 70.579%. Very, very, very clean. Now let's take that to the 30-minute. Internal range right here. Okay. Internal range, expansion. We saw already rejection previously. I think we had that earlier already. The point of control right there and the value area high right there. It's like so perfect. Beautiful rejection. Breakdown, retest, and a massive expansion right now. Nasdaq is tanking already. So this is absolutely interesting. Instead of coming up, we continue its momentum to the downside. Let's go back to the 4-hour. I like this lower low. Clean. Pull back. We held up. We didn't create a higher high. We did create now an internal lower low. Twice. We're right at support now. We are right at support for the Nasdaq at the moment. So if you break and close below it, you have something interesting here. We're practically right at support. So if you can close below it, there could be a continuation. Some continuation, yeah, potentially likely. Looking for that continuation here. If not, we take this back towards this range right here, and we see what we have at the point of control, which is 15,215. Something like that. And looking for a pullback or a rejection. We're not going to enter right away. We wait for that lower low, and then we take a position to the downside, stop loss above the highs. And we look for continuation to the downside here for the Nasdaq. Nasdaq is ready to come down, fam. This is on the weekly. Okay? On the weekly, we are still at the top of a range. We're practically at the highs here. And we're starting to slow down right now. We also do have weekly rejection right here. Weekly area of supply here coming down, coming up, coming down here. So a lower low, in my opinion, is a likely potential scenario. Very likely. Hope that makes sense. So yeah, keep a close eye on it. Okay. Hibby says, I entered gold buys. We're in the middle of a no trading zone. I'll be very careful here. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do one more. Let's see what we have. Gold. Are you selling Australian dollar, Canadian dollar? Okay, let's see. Use 30. Yeah, we talked about the Nasdaq already, so let's do a Forex pair right now. Let's make sure we have everything set. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Okay. Let's see what we have. Yeah, I see GJ. GJ is not there yet. GJ is not there yet. I see it. It's ranging. It's weak, but it's not there yet. No. Waiting for an expansion. I can already see it right now. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Man, this is looking weak. The Canadian dollar is just very strong at the moment because of oil. I think oil is going to top out very soon. At 97.98. But we're not there yet, so... Canadian dollar tends to be very strong right now. This particular moment. You see clearly that we saw multiple rejections around this level here. Same for this one. Point of control rejection, of course, perfect rejection, came down. Same thing exactly, built up here. We saw the value area low rejection right there, perfectly on the dot. You came down, you came up, you came down aggressively. Looking for further continuation. Let's go to the 1 hour. Probably saw rejection around this level as well. Value area low rejection. What a surprise. Perfect. Coming down, 15 minute. And we're overall still lower highs, lower highs. There's not really a difference here. We have this zone right there. This is a point of control. Rejection right there came down, 15 minutes. We have now this zone right here internally, 5 minutes maybe. Lower wick. Very choppy overall. Very choppy overall, as you guys can see here. This created a clear lower low. That's why this made a lot of sense here. This is not that convincing yet. So I would love to see it coming down, coming up, then look for shorts back to the downside. But for now, I think we're very choppy in a ranging market right here for the Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar right there. Okay. Yeah. All right. Joker says you should looking for buys on the Nasdaq. Let's see, man. What do you see? Buys on the Nasdaq. Buys on the Nasdaq. Okay, interesting. Strong rejects to the downside. Let's look at the VIX one more time. Then we have what we need indeed. VIX is looking strong. Yeah, indeed. Let's see what happens around this range. If you see rejection there, yeah, maybe. We can maybe look for pullback, but let's see from there. For now, we will find out here. Okay. Yeah, Australian dollar already selling now. What I want to do is the following. So we're gonna break down. We want to retest the Sunday open. We place a short, and then we look for the continuation to the downside. So we're waiting for a break below the Sunday open right here because we could easily bounce from the Sunday open, and therefore we just have a really minor position. I think it's more safer to wait for the break, pull back, fight. This is on the 5-minute or 50-minute chart, and then just continue to the downside, back towards this this initial range right here. This wick, actually, we're gonna see like a wick fill back to the downside, something like that. Okay. All right. Let's see what we have, fam. Let's see what we have. We need to see some for some volume here. We have like 50 more minutes for the New York Stock Exchange to open up. Gold is in a no trading zone for now. All right, I want to see it coming out, and then we can look at the following information. We will look at this tool right here. Let's open it right now. The moment we break out, we have some more information, and we can see from there. All right, we can see from there. Right here. All right, and we're looking at the book map for the following information on the 60 minutes right here. Boom. And the moment we break out, we're going to find out and see how many buy orders are building up below. So imagine us breaking above, you want to see, and this is super important, you want to see a lot of buy orders coming into the market right below it. That supports our bias right here. Okay, very important. If you don't see these buy orders and these sell orders are still there, you might be faking out. So it's the combination of a closure, it's the understanding of where the orders are placed while you break out and while you close above here. That's what we're looking for. Overall, I think regardless of the outcome, we will see potentially today, if we break out and there is enough volume, a move from here to there or from here back to this range. It's literally one of those right there. Okay, both of them are around 60 pips ish back towards the lows right here. So lows or highs, so it's pretty decent. Mike says, why do those prices differ to the actual price of gold? Good question, Mike. This is the futures market, and the futures price on gold is different than spot. However, it's actually very correlated. It's like 85-90% correlated. A lot of questions about GJ here. Like I said, I do not see a GJ setup right away at the moment. Okay. Yeah, the yen is coming up. The yen is coming up here. We have some movement right now. We took out the lows. We are kind of pushing, but at the same time, we're building up this trend. Yeah, we have to see here because there is not a clear break for now for GJ here. If you look at the higher time frame for GJ, you see clearly that, okay, we have on the 4 hour in general already. Okay, yeah, we're coming down here, but look at the way we're consolidating here. What actually happens right now is that this range came back into this range. So do you really want to short it in this range? Like while it's straight, like expecting that it just goes straight through? I think it's a, I think you should be a little bit careful about. Also, if you take this to the daily chart, then this is still a higher high. And this is still a higher low. So even here, around this range right here, you still have a higher high, lower low. There's not a single weakness right now showing us that we're just gonna collapse and come down from here. Right there. So I think for now, I think when going and taking this to the weekly chart, okay, we are at a beautiful zone. We have the beautiful rejection at the weekly highs right there. Super clean, beautiful. Right there, okay? Rejection perfect, weekly, amazing. Daily is not coming down as much as I want to right now in the way it wants. It comes down way too slow, it's way too choppy, and it goes from range back towards range. We could easily push up again. So before I'm interested in taking shorts right here, give us that move up, show us a really nice expansion, show us the weakness, maybe even manipulate the highs. Play the long-term game here, wait for internal breaks, then come down, and then have a monster swing right there. Okay? I think something like this will happen. I think there is a bigger chance it will come up than come down right away. We don't know. If it does come down right away, we wait for the pullback continuation. Very simple. So either way, it does not really matter. But I think right now at the moment, it's time to be patient with GJ. If you are scalping on the 5 minute, maybe. But that's it. Joker says, see gold salesman, there is a very gap gold to fill. Well, if you look on the daily, we have a daily gap as well above. So it's a 50-50 scenario here. It depends on the dollar. I do like that these sellers are stepping in right there. And that you can see clearly that we are looking weaker. And that we're getting pushed down at the moment. So I think this will help us a lot here. We will see. We will see. Dollars pushing up. Okay, guys, enough analysis for now. I think we went over like 4 or 5 pairs right now at the moment. Let's stick with gold here. Let's see what we can do. And if the Australian dollar against US dollar gives us some sort of alert, we will be trading the Australian dollar against US dollar as well. So it's really a matter of waiting for a break up or a break down. And we just anticipate on that particular move right there. I hope you guys all had a fantastic weekend. What did you guys do? Did you guys did some studying? Did you guys went out partying? Did you spend some time with the fam? Let me know in the chat. We took it very easy this weekend. Very, very easy. A lot of working. A lot of charting. A lot of analysis. A lot of macro. Very interesting stuff. But mostly work related. Let me know for you guys. Rohit says all your videos, SXY study charts all day, every day. Lorik says Elimis Academy all weekend. I can't wait for the YouTube channel. We're gonna start it shortly. Very excited for it. Jolene, welcome back. Cowboy partying and trading. Love it. Welcome, Cowboy. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Purple, how much were you not looking at the US 100? Yes. Go back into the stream. How much pips do you have in a month? Depends on the month, depends on the day, depends on the week. Bro, try to look at the Canadian dollar yen. For now, let's pay attention to gold here. Let's see what we can do. Hi, bro, your new subscriber from Pakistan. Love it, bro. Welcome back. Shout out to you. It's a very slow Monday so far. I think many of you guys can agree. The volume is a little bit lower. Of course, it's a Monday. Usually tends to happen around the Monday here. Could change everything in like 5 minutes. We could see the New York Open giving us the volume we need in order to execute it a little bit. But of course, this week is the big week. You guys know it. The interest rate decision. It's going to be super important for the dollar and everything that we are currently witnessing. All right. Dollar up or down. I'm very curious to what you guys think. It is what it is. So you see the dollar right now holding above on the daily. You still hold here. You retested it once. We're kind of holding above it right now. So we're still looking quite strong. Okay. We have that closure, the weekly closure. We have a bottom wick right now on the weekly as well here. So yeah, let's pay very close attention towards what the dollar will do. I think it will help us tremendously. On the 4 hour, we're looking quite bullish. I kind of look like it kind of looks like we're kind of forming that compression right now for the dollar here, above that breakout point. You know, pushing us up, looking for one more expansion to the upside. Makes sense to me if you look at the Australian dollar, US dollar, Eur Usd, gold. Makes a lot of sense if you ask me. But anyways, we will see. We will see where this will take us right here. The euro is exactly where I want it to be, and that's below the value hour low, and look for a breakdown, followed by a continuation to the downside as well here. Same thing as the Australian dollar against the US dollar. A lot of sell side to take out, and yeah, gold to potentially break down. That would be nice. That would be very nice. How long did it take you to be good at trading? Well, it took me at least a year, like years over years. And yeah, I'm interested now in like focusing on one particular tool, because I've seen this is the most powerful concept I've used, and that's the volume profile, and a strategy built around it with a very clear, logical, psychological understanding of why these levels, I call them hidden support and resistance levels, are so powerful, so strong, and so effective in trading in ranges. So I really want to focus on that right now, because I've seen it working already for the past year. I've kind of been ignoring it a little bit over the last year. I don't know why, but I shouldn't, because it's just an incredible tool, and you know, we're gonna build a whole concept around it, including with a playbook for you guys as well, so you know exactly how to use it and how you can then actually execute it yourself as well. So yeah, it's gonna be released on our new YouTube channel, the Limitless Trading Academy channel. We're gonna post it with a couple other guys there. We're gonna start posting content on that channel. You will love it. You will love it. I hope it's dollar down. I want our president to stop printing money. Yeah, it's really bad. I think that printing money though is inevitable. I really do believe that they need to do it at some point. It almost seems like the 2% is like a semi-unrealistic target, and they know it. But yeah, let's see. Canadian dollar yen? No, we're sticking with gold for now. We have the New York Open coming in like a minute. So let's see how it goes. Let's see. Don't you think it's a little risky to go long on gold? I see a lot of liquidity on lower end. Might take retracement to probably move long. It depends on the dollar. It totally depends on the dollar here. Because if you look here, okay, now we're looking quite bullish. So I would say yes, obviously. Now it's risky, yeah. But if you go back to the 1 hourly and imagine us breaking below. In order for gold to break above, the dollar probably will have to break below this level here. And if we break and close below this level, then isn't this a great target? Right here. Seems like a great target to me at least. Back towards the low. So if that happens, then gold will go up. Gold will come back into the top range right there. That's just the nature of the game here. For now, the dollar is looking stronger overall. We're looking quite decent. So we could easily see breakout happening soon. And if you break above, probably we're going to see gold dumping and closing below the 1922. If that's the case, we know what we're looking for. We look at the book map and we will take action as of needed right here. Okay. Breakdown, continuation back towards the towards this range, back towards the range. If not, this same structure right there at 19, 13, 19, 14. So it depends. It depends totally. Okay. What's your average RR? I think it's like 1 to 2. I want to focus on 1 to 2s now a lot. If it's a little bit less, it's fine. You know, if it comes down to 1 to 1.5, it's fine for me, especially with like a 75% win rate. I mean, that's more than enough. What appealed to you the most about trading gold on the hourly? Nothing spectacular, to be honest, because I think that you can scalp on the 1 hour. You can literally scalp or on the 30-minute or the 1 hour chart. You just remove a lot of noise. All right. I do believe that it's no problem to look for scalps here. You remove a lot of noise. You increase your win rate tremendously. And another layer is in these current market conditions in September so far, I do see it being a little bit better to remove a lot of noise right now and to focus on actual structures rather than internal ranges and stuff. 50-minute is completely fine though. Like for me, it does not really matter. 50-minute, 1 hour, 30-minute, whatever the case may be. Yeah, so 90, 30, or 40, are we going to go long? Well, it depends. We have this range right here. This is indeed the level I'm looking at. So this range right there is I want to go to, want to come back. Yeah, and then we can talk about potential continuation. Or we just continue. We will find out. We will see. The dollar is our magic bias. Why does ICT set to avoid Monday trading? Well, makes a lot of sense as well. There is first of all a lot of manipulation happening on a Monday. You have no idea what the daily candle will do, right? So you have the opening candle of the week. You have the weekly opening candle. You have no idea what happened the day before because you have a new weekly candle. So what you tend to do is you want to look for the daily. You want to look at where you're going to close and how you open the market. So for example, you have the Sunday open right here, right? So what happened? We opened right here. After the open, we came up, we came down, rejection, came down, came up, came down. So now we're below the Sunday open. So when you close the first daily candle, you have much more information about the opening of the week. And based upon that, you can increase the probability. You can increase, your win rate, your strike rate overall when understanding what the first day of the week, a daily candle has, or how it has been printed in that manner. So therefore, I do believe that it is important to understand what the first day of the week will bring, because it gives you much more perspective for the rest of the week and so on and so on. But at the same time, if you look for certain confirmations, I mean, it's still definitely possible. You just have a little bit less data to work with. That's practically the only reason. And this is just a very simplified explanation. But yeah, that's the easiest way I could do it. Australian dollar sell. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Let's wait for a break below the Sunday open. And then, yeah, we might be coming down. Okay. Talks on trading. Can I sell the dollar index right now? The dollar index right now? I think they're in the middle of a nice clean range here. Let's give us more information. What about that? Does the Japan holiday have an effect today? I don't really take it very, very serious. I think there is enough movement in the end. To be honest. Fam, make sure you smash up that like button here. We are in it for an hour. We have 421 likes, 991 people watching. Make sure you smash it up. Let's hit us. And let's start the week strong. Together. How it should be. Alright? Much love, fam. Very, very nice. Let's see what we have with gold. Yeah, this is going to be an important breakout. Very important break. We have been building all that sell side right here. You guys can see it already as well. We have been building that trend. I'm not really looking at trends here on the 30 minutes usually that much for, for just trending purposes, but we're still above it. So we might be seeing like a nice little break, but let's find out. We will see. We will see. Joker Joy, trade what you see, not what you think. Let's go, bro. I completely agree with you. Trade what you see, not what you think. Yeah, let's anticipate on what we see rather than making statements. I've done it way too much when I started out, or actually not even that long ago, maybe a year and a half ago, where I always was like, I'm certain this is gonna happen. Now I'm like, if this happens, we're gonna do this. A little mindset, you know, shift. And if this happens, we're gonna do this. Okay, boom. GG says from fundamental seems like all fun we will start from Wednesday would not be sad if price won't move too much over the next 2 days. Yeah. The interest rate decision is going to be so important. So I think that is definitely a waiting game. What's the name of the indicator that shows volume? The fixed range volume profile. We're actually gonna launch. I'm just gonna say it. No, I'm not gonna say it. No, I'm not gonna say it. It's called the fixed range volume profile. That was close. That was close. Be right back, fam. Give me 2 minutes. Let me ask you a question real quick while waiting for gold. How do you call a monkey coming out of your sleeve? That comes out of your sleeve. Yeah, who knows that YouTube channel Side Quest? It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. I don't think you guys have seen it. Let's pop him up for a second while we're waiting anyways. Let's see what this guy's telling us there. There we go. Oh, wait.
Yo, you wanna hear a joke?
Yeah.
Yo, how go on, bro? Yo, how go on, bossy? Yeah, sir. You wanna hear a joke?
Yeah, man.
What you call a boat what can fly?
A boat what can fly?
Yeah.
No, the one that, no.
What do you mean, no?
No, the one that hard, bro. Boat what can fly?
Yeah.
Me no know no boat what can fly.
Yeah, but it's a joke.
But me no know no boat what can
You don't know that one.
Alright,
me I gotta tell you.
Yeah.
Small foot.
No.
Small foot. Small.
No, yeah, me win.
Yeah.
No, you catch me on that
You
one,
get
though.
it.
Catch me on
You
that
get
one.
it, though?
Yes.
Explain it.
That's like a small foot.
Yeah.
That means it turn me like human. It turn me like
So
Yo,
funny,
a
man.
joke for you, you know.
Yes.
Yo, you wanna hear a joke?
Yeah.
What you call a donkey
Yeah.
with 3 feet?
A donkey with 3 feet.
Yeah.
A donkey with 3 feet. What I call it?
Maurice.
Maurice?
Yeah, you get it?
Yeah.
It's funny though.
Yeah.
You get
funny,
it?
Funny. Yeah, man.
Explain it.
Me not saying who did then for your 3 feet. A donkey with 3 feet. I call it Maurice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, man. You can't run with this. I don't know. For 3 feet. In your Maurice.
Yo, you wanna hear a joke?
Yeah.
Oh my god, man. So funny. All right. By the way, that's the best Jamaican accent I've ever heard in my life, by the way. Incredible. There are at least funny videos of him I've seen. Yeah, no, he's funny. He's funny. He is funny. Okay, dollar, nothing. Gold, ranging. Australian dollar, same thing. Looks decent. All right, it looks okay. Just need to see a breakout. A break below the 64,316, and we go look for shorts right there. That's on Nike trading at incredibly low levels. Okay, let me check it. I'm actually working a lot of stocks right now as well. Right on the side. We don't really talk about it on the on Discord. We might do it in the future. That will be actually quite interesting. For now, we can look at it in a second here. That's actually a very good idea. I have some very nice clean setups. I don't know who's trading stocks here in the chat. Let me know if there are got some guys here, because there are some killer setups incoming, by the way. Some like really big short opportunities as well. Like serious stuff. Serious stuff. Will gold hit 1923? Potentially. Potentially. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar waiting for the rejection to the AOY point of interest. Point of control val, then enter short at rejection. On what time frame? Which range are you looking at? You're looking at this whole range? Oh, you're looking at this whole range right here? I think so. I think you're talking about this level, right? Yeah. It is interesting. If you break the lows and then look for continuation, stop loss above the highs, yeah. Let's see. So who's trading stocks here? Let me see what we have in the chat. I trade stocks, holding dividend stocks in the long term. I trade stocks and futures. Mohammed says I trade Nvidia. Apple, okay. Bro, why is everyone asking sell or buy? Watch what he's doing and telling you yes. If we enter live on stream, of course. We're here to trade live, but we're waiting for volume. All right, that's it. If price does not move, there's just not much to do. We just need to wait for an expansion. This is a no trading zone right here. Okay, we're in a no trading zone. If we break out, we have some really nice and clean targets to look out for. It's pretty straightforward. In combination with the dollar as well. So patience will win here. John says yes, I trade stocks. Jack says I bought NetWest right after COVID. Lorenzo, what is your stock watch list? Let us see it. Okay, so I'm trading with Vantage right now as well. And you have like 500 plus stocks there. which is amazing. So we're trading right now also a lot of stocks as well on the macros. And man, there are some really interesting setups right now, which I would like to go over as well, which you guys find maybe very interesting. Okay. One of them is Netflix. You might believe it, but it's actually the case here. Netflix right now is starting to look like a duplicate of what we've seen last time. So we've seen a major dump. We came down around 72%. Okay. We recovered from that 72% up 200%. And now we're at the verge of a potential new pullback back to the downside here. And what a surprise is that you know that even the fixed zone profile works flawlessly on stocks as well. Okay. Look at the value area low here. Look at that rejection and how clean it is. And look at where we tapped into. And look at how we're coming down and how we're getting rejected. We're right at support right now. This is a very, very clear support in my opinion. So what you can see here is if we break down, okay, we have potentially a major pullback scenario for the Netflix back to the lows, which is going to be roughly a 57% drop right here. Especially when looking at the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is looking weak. The Nasdaq is waiting for that confirmation on the higher time frame as well. We have the FOMC interest rate decision. I think it's going to determine a lot what the stocks are going to do here. Okay, so I'm just trying to see if I can show you a couple of setups here. Again, the rejection is flawless. Very, very clean. From the high to the low, we came also back to the 618. Really nice, really clean here. If we break below, man, we have some, I'm overreacting right now, but we have some potential in this range right here. All right, these 40-degree trends right up. The moment you break them, usually what tends to happen, it goes fast. It goes quick. It's a quick one. So I think Netflix can definitely show us some opportunities very soon for people that are interested in trading stocks. Okay. Airbnb. I saw somebody asking about Airbnb. We are also getting rejected there at this particular moment. We have created a lower low. Okay. If you simply look here, we have created a lower low right now. We are pulling back. We are now right here. We're getting rejected at this high. And if we break the lows, we might be pulling back as well right here, creating a lower low. Coming back towards the lows right here. I think that the Airbnb has some downside potential as well. I think all of these tech stocks are right now very, very similar. Okay. Apple is the only one that's a little bit different. Apple is in like a major parallel channel. This particular moment, you know, I could just simply see it coming back to that midline. Start bouncing and ranging here. If you then break down, you're gonna come all the way back to this level. Yeah, and if you then break out, then yeah, then it starts to really look bad for Apple right here. You know, coming back down towards that range. But for now, we're still quite in this overall range right here. Nothing spectacular. So yeah, AMD. People do know AMD. I think you guys know what AMD is. You know. My opinion is super overbought, same as Nvidia, very similar, super overbought. And I think that this is the moment for it to break the lows. If you break the lows here, retest of these lows, pull back to the downside as well, which is again potentially a nice 48% move. Like, it's actually crazy right now. All these stocks are looking at, you know, to be at the verge of a breakout. It is very, very interesting. The only one that's extremely strong right now is Oracle. Oracle is absolutely crazy, and even Oracle reacted quite heavily right here. Nvidia, okay, very, very similar behavior. Potentially coming down right here, right now. Also, breakout to the downside. Nvidia is another one, and then the last one is Meta. All right, our beautiful Instagram, Facebook, you name it, Meta. We are seeing a strong rejection as well here. So we have the weekly. We have this particular range. We came back to the point of control, solid rejection, created a lower low. The daily came back to the 6 or 70.579%. We saw a rejection here. Very, very clean. And we're looking in essence for potentially the continuation to the downside as well for Meta. So even Meta right now is almost there. Okay, almost there. Massive potential pullback to the downside after coming back to the highs. Are we going to top out this highs? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. But we're going to see. All right. So a couple of very interesting scenarios for you guys in regards to stocks. Now, wouldn't it be a good idea to open a stock channel for the people in our V3 where we talk about setups, macro setups, potential medium time frame setup for stocks as well? Because if you're trading on Vantage, you can trade them with me. So that could be a good idea. If you want to sign up, you can click on the link in the description or in the chat. It will pop up. One of the best brokers out there, one of the longest brokers out there, the oldest as well. But most importantly, I like the fact you can trade all kinds of stocks as well on that platform. And we are ready for major moves in the stock market. I see it everywhere. And the Nasdaq is proof of the fact that, you know, we are looking weaker. We are starting to slow down here. So yeah, very interesting. Let's open a stock channel on in our Discord right here. And let's share some of these fantastic setups with you guys. Because I'm definitely going to trade them. That's for sure. I don't believe in stocks growth nowadays because of the Russian war. No. But shorting is an whole other layer. What's your Australian dollar against US dollar? Let's make it happen. Pullback. Yeah, nothing special. We're waiting for a lower low. A break below the Sunday open. Overall, we have been ranging on practically all the pairs right now. So the only thing that we can wait for is an actual reaction and a break out of this area. I think gold is actually very clean. The moment we break out of a range, up or down, we have something very nice here. So yeah, the dollar is going to help us deciding what we're going to do with gold here. Either way, we potentially have a setup ready. Lorenzo, what do you think about binary option trading? I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan. Lorenzo, Meta short to 265. What about 230? And potentially 200. Now I think Meta is ready for a move. For a big move. Netflix as well, by the way. Netflix is ready to be crushed. To say it nicely. It's a correction before going higher. Based on what? Reese. Bro, Goals has given 2 Quasimodo to sell. Okay, so I'm not trading in this range. I'm trading outside of this range. Alright, there's too many confluences around this level. So also here, we've seen it here, we've seen it here. I think there are just a lot of confluences around, or sorry, a lot of there's a lot of choppiness around this level. So I want to get it out of this range. So if you get out of it, we have what we need, and that is a confirmation right there. What time frame is this? 15 minutes. Okay. So we can also do like a little competition, fam, because we need some volume in the market. Okay, the volume should be coming shortly. So what if we do a joking competition? All right, you tell me a fun joke in the Limitless Lounge. All right, person by person, and if you win something extremely nice. All right, the best joke wins something very, very funny. Or very, very nice. That would be a good idea. Let's see if we can do something like that. Come up with your best joke. Coming to the Limitless Lounge. And tell me a joke. Or tell the community a joke. You guys can vote. We're starting soon. Let's fill it up here. So join our Discord, join the Limitless Lounge, tell us a joke, and yeah, you might win. You might win something. Reese, any tech companies within the Nasdaq is going to be a correction before going higher. Before FOMC, then no rate hike. 80% chance of no rate hike. Yeah. I do think that what's interesting, Reese, though, is that the inflation came out much higher than expected. So what if they do increase these interest rates here? I don't know. We don't know for sure, of course. But what if they decide to increase a bit another 25 basis points? Out of expectation. I mean, the ECB did it. So let's see. It is interesting. I mean, you see it a lot where you take out the previous like monthly highs and then reverse. You manipulate these highs first before coming down. Happens a lot. But in this case, I think there are just very, very clear signals that potentially we could see that move here. Same as Netflix. Very, very similar behavior. Especially if you break this daily trend and you retest this strong support right now. All right, we're talking about resistance, support. You break it. You break that horizontal support and you also break the trend line. You retest it and then you can just continue down here after that rejection from this internal range. And that gap is very important, that gap fill. And you get rejected value area low, you come down, you break the lows, and you continue its momentum back to the lows. It's pretty natural so far, and it's working. It seems to be working out here. This is very strong daily support. If you turn this into daily resistance, it's gonna get tough. It's gonna get hard. So, I mean, yeah, we're gonna find out here. But I do see a lot of opportunities around the 390 or Netflix, shorting it down back to like the 200s, somewhat in a manner. So yeah, let's see. Check your Limitless Lounge chat. Yes, we're starting shortly. Joke, I took out a 50k loan because Bitcoin would go to the moon. Tell me about it. EJ broke down, now retesting. Yeah, gold is not really moving, right? Gold is not really moving. Yeah, so yeah, Euro Yen, same thing. This is a nice high though. This is a nice expansion and a lower low. So this is interesting, okay? This is okay. Yeah, I think we got rejected at that breaker right here. $618. Like lower low. Yeah, this is just typical yen behavior right now. It's you have a range, you expand. You have a range, you expand. So I rather enter from that expansion than from an actual range while being in that range here. Because it's constantly being ranging, expansion, ranging, expansion, ranging, whatever, expansion or expansion, whatever the case may be. That has been a yen for over 2 months now, practically. Very, very similar behavior. Look at that. So it's time to wait for that expansion. Okay, and the best way to do that is to just look at previous highs and lows. Very simple. This is a low. Let's say this is the last internal high, right? You just wait for the breakout or breakout, and you just wait for that expansion here, because this is how the whole chart is formed. It's only built amongst consolidations and then expansion, and that's it. So I think that we could expect a bigger move out of a break here. For now, I don't see any big opportunities for the yen here, unless on the higher time frame we start really, pushing up towards this range, the 162.344 here. I see potential here. I got a question in my Instagram yesterday of people asking, what made you, such a good trader? Oh, sorry, no. What made you a profitable trader? And I could give you all these regular answers of like, yeah, I went through it all and I did this and I did that, and I lost a lot of money at first, and then I made it all back. I stayed consistent, blah blah blah. Right, the regular, which is true. But I was thinking about like, what is a better answer I can give you guys? And I think that better answer comes from the understanding that I always stayed open-minded. So I'm always willing to learn more. So regardless of what I knew, I always was willing to learn more. And most importantly, I was willing to put my ego aside to be able to learn more. There are a lot of people in the industry I personally don't like. But that does not mean I cannot learn anything from them. I'm trying to say, okay, I don't like them, but what are they telling me? What can I learn from them? The open-minded behavior, I think, took me to the next level, created the wisdom I needed to move along here. I learned a lot from the people in our community as well. And I could have been that guru, or I could have been that trader in our community that knew everything, the best, and knows everything about everything, and then being stuck in my own bubble. Or I remove my ego, objectively look at what everyone is saying, and try to pick the best pieces out of everyone's feedback loop and turn that into gold, like real gold. So the key, in my opinion, a really valuable lesson: stay open-minded. Once you get a hold of a certain concept, don't get stuck in that mindset, in that loop that you know better than somebody else. Try to find out what you can learn from another person. And try to look for these small epiphany moments and build yourself up from there. Okay? Advice of the day. Ralph says journal. Yeah, it's another layer. Definitely. Journaling helped me tremendously with getting better. Absolutely. Talking about my journal. If you guys are new and you want to see our journal, watch our journal right here. Okay. We had 3 losses in a row. Beginning of September. All right. First time in like 4 months. Crazy. But yeah, also part of the game. Losses are part of the game. Look at our live streams. Look at our V3P point of control signals. Okay. This is from our fixed range run profile, the tool that we discussed before. So if you want to copy it for yourself, just go to File and click on Make a Copy. And you have one for yourself. Okay. Oh, I like it. Euro's coming down. There we go. Dollar, Australian dollar. There we go. Australian dollar, dollar. Amazing. Value area low is working. Gold. Coming down a little bit. Lorenzo, the green and red color on profit loss looked easier on the eye. The only thing is that this is every single month is different. So now you know that this is June, this is July, this is August, this is September. August, September. Waddy says I'm roughly about $70,000 down over the first 6 years of trading, but lost 40k of that in the first year. This last year, I'm feeling I'm closing that gap a little bit. Or a little at time. Or at a time. Amazing, bro. Congrats. That definitely proves that money is completely irrelevant, right? At the beginning of your trading career. The first thing you come and do when you start trading is you think, oh, how much money can I make? Rather than, what is the process like? How do I become better? What are all these variables, the parameters I need to know to get a better understanding of the market? What is the daily open? Blah, blah, blah. You name it. No, it's about how much money can I make? I made the same mistake. I'm definitely, nothing better than many of you guys. I probably even worse, to be honest. I did a lot of that stupid stuff where I was just thinking about the money. And I was not really caring about the process of learning or anything like that. Oh, you just have to think if it goes up or down. Yeah, made a mistake. Many mistakes in my life, in my career, in my whole life. I made many mistakes. But yeah. No news day. My prediction is a ranging market for today. Okay. Yeah, let's see what will happen shortly, because we still have, of course, the New York Stock Exchange open on a Monday is usually pretty aggressive, or has been pretty aggressive lately. So we will see. And so far, if the dollar decides to break out here, and gold, you know, comes down and breaks below that 1922, I think that we could see continuation. Same as Australian dollar against US dollar. I think that we could come down soon. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, Australian dollar, US dollar could be breaking down soon. This is looking not that bullish at all. This is looking like a clear rejection from this range, back towards the lows here. And look at all that liquidity build below. I mean, there is definitely some serious potential here. Yeah. Like, I literally think we could come to that wick first. I'm gonna set the alert, fam. Let me set the alert here, and in case we see our alert going off, we are the first. You are the first to know. Euro, same thing. Euro, same thing. Look on the daily. Euro looks ready for continuation. Yeah. Lorenzo, would you say trading made you a better person in life? Yes, in real life, 100%. 100%. 100%. You know why? Because like, I feel that trading will save me no matter what in life right now. So I'm now at a stage where I feel that if I would start from zero now, so if I had nothing, then I would trade to work my way up again. And I would use the skills that I've built over time. So I would say that trading made me a much better person. Why? Because I know that I can count on myself. I can always use this as a tool to survive, to take care of people around me, and to continue. So yes, it helped me tremendously with peace. It gave me a lot of peace. Even if I would start from scratch. Reese 10k challenge to 100k to show correct risk management. It is interesting, but I would love to do it a little bit more. So I would love to do like 100k to a mil, to be honest. And yeah, manage a little bit more risk. So like 2.5 on average, 2% on average. When are you getting that Ferrari 812? The moment I leave Bali, instantly I will buy a car. There is no way you can drive around here in a Ferrari. You know what? I'm gonna drive what, 40 kilometers an hour here. Well, like what? That's like 20 miles. 20 miles per hour. Amazing. Yeah, waiting for gold to retrade back to 1910. Yeah, I do think we're on the same page, my man. 1910, 1913. Pull back down. I think the dollar is looking much stronger at the moment. So I do think that the chance that we're going to come down is much bigger than that we're actually breaking out to the upside. But yeah. Australian dollar is looking interesting. And we have an alert set, so if we close below it, we'll take a long here. Stop loss goes above the highs. And my take profit will be in that wick. Or I leave it open for a further continuation down. But I do not think that this is going to happen today, to be honest. So yeah. Yeah. Have you seen that retreat for men only in Bali? No, I haven't. I finally met somebody in person from the Limitless Training Academy. It was amazing. In Bali right now. We had an amazing lunch. We talked about EAs. Very interesting guy. Very interesting guy. Amazing guy, amazing family. Looking like a huge human being. It's really great to meet you guys in person, I realized. It was absolutely amazing. So I can't wait to meet some of you guys more often. Because it was a great experience. Hey, assuming you do not have the experience today and you're just starting new to this online trading, where would you start? I would kill it with market structure. I would focus on market structure. A lot. Alright, look at some guys on YouTube, a couple guys that are very good at it, explaining you guys what market structure is and how you use it. I think that market structure is the key framework of every strategy you will use later. Love it. Hourly closure as well. So that's good stuff. Yeah, closure below. Closure below. If I go to the Netherlands, do you think Thomas will be open to a meeting? Who knows? Ask him. At the same time, I will be probably in the Netherlands next month. Maybe. We have to see. That would be amazing. I have some things to do, some things to arrange. Well, who knows? Yeah, Australian dollar, US dollar looks like perfect. If we can close below here, I'm gonna go short. Stop loss above the highs. I think we can reach this. We can get this into a nice 2-to-1 here. Easy. Very safe setup in my opinion as well. But hey, I mean safe setup. It's still trading. But I think our stop loss is at a nice spot here. So yeah, I'm not in yet. I'm waiting for the hourly closure and hopefully below, and you will see. We're holding support now. You see, we need to come below that support here. You see already that it comes up. You want to have a body closure right there. What did America say to Britain when it fell over? UK? Oh, doctor, I'm just so nervous. This is my first operation. Don't worry, mine too. Why do bees have sticky hair? Because they use honeycomb. Yeah, that's no giveaway, man. Come on, guys. Come on. Why don't skeletons fight each other? They don't have the guts. I like the one. I like that. I like that. It's not good enough, but I like it. It's getting there. Gold coming down. Okay. There we go. Dollar. Now we're breaking out. Yeah, we're kind of... we're still compressing. We're still compressing. What do you call a hippie's wife? Mississippi. Why don't scientists trust aliens? Because they make everything up. Or they make up everything. A three-legged dog walks into the bar. The bartender says, "What can I do for you?" The dog says, "Have you seen my paw?" What is that line vol? That's the value area low. All right, what's the video? The only indicator you need. It's on my channel here. And guys, let's smash up that like. We're almost ready for the entry, I think. We need to break a little bit more. Australian dollar against US dollar. Let's do it together. Smash up that like button. And if you're new, make sure you subscribe. And yeah, be there tomorrow, 7 AM sharp EST. We're doing an analysis here. Of course, it's Monday, you know. The market has to open up. The volume has to come in. So tomorrow is going to be a good day. Stove Trade says we should stick to trading. Stand-up comedy doesn't seem like an area we strive in. Or we thrive in. I agree. I agree. So far. Hello, just got here. No gold tonight. Go a little bit back into the stream. Manina. All right. Hope you're doing well. Why did the day trader bring a broom to the stock market? Because they wanted to sweep up the profits. I like that one. Says volatility should come down. Even in ranging market, scalping is possible. Good luck. Well, so far I think that the Australian dollar US dollar is setting up nicely. I really do believe so. If you can break, we have the hourly closure right now. We're holding at tightly at support here. Important moment for the Australian dollar against US dollar. The dollar is now still, yeah, looking to come up. Let's remove the drawing here. Let's see what we have. So we have this high that created this low. That's definitely a high that you want to break. And yeah, it seems to be aligning very well here. I think for a safe trade, we can look literally take a stop loss, put the stop loss up here, and target the lows right there. I don't see like a reason why we cannot, because we have the point of control of that internal range still protecting us. We have an area of supply here, and because there is so much liquidity built up below, I think the chance is much higher that we continue down here, same as what we have been building up here, then up. If you come up, it is what it is. But based upon the dollar and the way the dollar is now, you know, setting up on the daily as well, we flipped the daily bullish here. So that's important. We flipped it bullish. We created the bottom wick. Same on the weekly. We now flipped the previous body closure of the weekly candle. And yeah, I see potential in a continuation. We're driving below the Sunday open. We close below the Sunday open here. So if we come down and we flip it and we push further, we're gonna potentially set a sell stop right here. Could be interesting for us. Yeah, let me see one more time. So gold is coming now to the lows. Yeah, that's good. We might be pulling up one more time though, as you guys can see here. We have been forming already like that move. I think that we might be able to create something like this. One more rejection internally. So let's imagine us breaking out of the range and pulling back. You could see a rejection to the downside like this. You know, you come into that gap, that fair value gap. There's nothing there. It it resets and it pulls back new buyers or new sellers into the market. We get rejected and we push further down. And then we can take it down towards yeah, these levels right here. The 1914 and the 1910. So gold could be very, very nice. Australian dollar, US dollar is holding support still. You see that? So I think it's nice if you flip it. So we flip this candle bearish. I think then from there on we have a nice trade back into that wick. Taking out all these loss, stop losses here, and then yeah, potentially optionally leaving this behind still. Let's see if we can go for this as well after that rejection. In essence, the reason why initially is that, you know, we took out these lows. We created a top range. That top range created that massive expansion down. That was a lower low. Then we started to build liquidity. We came up. We then took that short, remember? We came down, we closed our short here. We came up higher, back to this range. Now we're seeing a rejection at the range. And now we are looking to potentially come down to take out these lows. That's what we're looking for. And I think it's possible if you do flip this horizontal support and turn its support into resistance. And I think from there we have a nice a nice setup ready. Stop loss above the highs here or there. Whatever you want to do. Depending on the risk you take. For gold, you guys know it right now. We're waiting. Why did the chart trader bring a map to the stock exchange? Because they heard you can find good trades without a guide. Okay. Yeah. Do you guys think that the volume of the New York Stock Exchange open in 25 minutes will do it? Will give us an impulse? Hard to say, but let's see. Yeah, you see that the Australian dollar is holding up, so it's because it didn't close below support. So it's gonna be an important moment for the Australian dollar. Either we're gonna flip it and we enter right away below that previous wick, so we actually break that structure, or we wait for a 30-minute closure below. But yeah, I'm actually very excited to talk about the stock channel on our Discord here for premium members. I think that's a good idea. There we go, my man. The myth, the legend.
Hey, what's up?
The magician.
Lorenzo. Are you doing good?
I'm doing great, brother. Welcome back. Had a good weekend?
Yeah, weekend was alright, bro. How was yours? You had a good weekend as well?
Oh, the weekend was amazing, man. How's the weather in the Netherlands?
It's doing alright. It's doing alright. It's actually doing alright. Not warm. It's not cold. You know, it's not like Bali, but it's doing alright. We're enjoying ourselves.
Love it.
Yes. So what are we looking at? I see we're looking
Australian
at a breakdown.
Short.
Yeah.
You look at the Eur Usd, right? Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Also looking at the short. We see now that the 30 minutes pulling back up again.
Yeah.
After closing below the Sunday open for the second time now. So I see a lot of potential of it going.
On the 15
we also
minutes.
see that 30 minutes. On the 30
okay,
as
yeah.
well.
Yeah, once, twice, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It closed below. Now we're coming back to that zone. We see
Yeah.
that we have a supply zone left behind. Let's see
Yeah.
if we can get a good reaction out of that.
So
maybe flip the candle and then...
you flip it and you come for that wick, including this range right here, yeah? Something like that.
Exactly. And then we're just looking to take it down lower and go for the range down below. Looking for the volume.
I like it.
profile,
Makes sense
and
in a
then
higher time frame. Makes a lot of sense.
That's what we're looking for. And then on the dollar, you have relative equal highs, multiple equal highs at 105.400. So on the 30 minutes as well. So I would say that they will go for that, and then we can actually look for a short continuation to the downside.
Beautiful. Australian dollar is very similar, bro. Look at all that sell side that has been built up.
Yeah, I love it.
It's actually quite crazy if you look at it now.
Yeah.
Like all these different levels right here. They're building something up here.
100%. Now we're waiting for that breakthrough. I hope it's gonna happen during the New York Stock Exchange open.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we hope to see, right? Some good movement coming in.
Love it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's happening now. 20 minutes, so we will find out. It's good that we waited for the Australian dollar for the closure below, or that actual pullback right now, rather than entering on the hourly. It's very tricky, you know, because they tempt you to enter right away. But you know, the body closure makes a huge difference, a big difference.
Yeah, they try to induce you.
Yeah.
That's what happens. That's why we follow the plan and we come out on the successful side. That's what we're trying to aim for.
Beautiful. So I got some news for the fam here in this area where I live right now in Bali. I don't know if you guys are in Bali or you guys are in Indonesia or something like that. But I'm actually planning to give you guys a workshop right here in Bali. It's going to be the first time it's going to be a free workshop, so you can just join. But only a few people are invited. So if you are interested, we're going to set something up soon. And you can join. And we have like a couple hours of, you know, of talk. Giving you guys a meeting, a seminar, I could better say. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be nice. So we're going to do this in Bali. And we already have our spot. Gavin Dentis is going to be there as well. He's going to give a little speech as well. It's going to be interesting. So looking forward to that. More information will follow soon.
Abdul Rahman, I accidentally gave you a cooldown. It will be gone in 300 seconds. I was trying to do it on someone else, so my apologies. Thomas upgraded to almond milk. No, this is something else. It's juice from fruits. It's better. It's better.
Can me and my girl pull up, Lorenzo? We heard you're swinging. I have nothing to swing with. That's the whole thing. So.
Let's see what's gonna happen. We're tapping into this, the POI right now on the dollar and on the Eur Usd. Not on the body yet. On the dollar we are.
Yeah, on the dollar we are, yeah. Okay, beautiful. We need to break out of this high. That's why. For continuation. So that's why we need to break this this high if you want to continue down. Randy says, Thomas, please, which prop firms are you using at the moment?
Funded Next. I'm using Funded Next at the moment. I'm using Finitive. And those are the two that I'm using at the moment. Not using anything else right now.
What is your experience with them so far?
So with Funded Next, my experience is actually really good. Of course, people could say like, yeah, you know, you're promoting Funded Next, so that's why you're saying it, but that's not true. I had some issues with them in the past. But now with everything that's new, and they also have a new dashboard, by the way, which looks really cool. It's actually way better. So my experience with them right now is really good, and with Finitive as well. It's just a good prop firm. So. No problem, Randy. Let's see if we can get a reaction out of this zone. The 15-minute closed into the zone actually on the DXY.
Yeah, we have the rejection right there indeed. We're back in that range. Moment of truth for the dollar today. Yeah, it's a tricky one with the dollar today, right? Because at one end we have a beautiful breakout. We opened strong. On the daily we're holding above the support. We already retested resistance, turning that into support, holding above it. That previous daily candle was not really strong. Like it doesn't have like a really big top wick either. So continuation possibilities. At the same time, you have first of all that massive gap. That's one layer. And secondary, you have this range below here that is left unmitigated. So
yeah.
At the same time, it's like, okay, if you come down and you break this low and you turn that support back into resistance, yeah, I think there's a big likelihood you would continue down to come back towards this range right here and potentially see some sort of bounce from there.
Yeah.
Or further continuation.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I see.
But if you break these internal highs like you just mentioned here, yeah, then we're looking at the Australian dollar. We're looking at all these setups right now. So yeah. Euro.
Yeah, looking at it on the daily as well. If let me see if it's the same for you. If you go to the daily on the dollar index, yeah, so they're creating that gap now. So let's say they do manage to close this one bearish for today. They will create a volume imbalance, so an imbalance where they can go back to the gap between those candles as an opening gap on the daily. They manage to go down then and then have them later fill up the candle. We're gonna be bearish for today and gonna be bullish for the rest of the week, maybe something like that.
Yeah. I think this is just a crucial level here. You know, the 105.
Yeah, it really is.
That's it. If you come below the 105 and you know you close the daily below it, super likelihood of continuation. If you don't, then yeah, we might be staying bullish for the rest of the week. Who knows? We have so much news, or we have some very strong news coming. Hard to say here. So yeah, it's a tricky situation with the dollar. But anyways, if you break out here, I am looking for a short for the Australian dollar, this dollar.
Yeah.
And if we do not, and we come back down, yeah, then I'm looking for potentially for a gold breakout and a continuation or something like that. So
yeah, I agree.
We just have to see.
Forex victory. Yeah, we also have news upcoming for the last 3 days of the week.
Yeah. Yeah, dollar is going to help us tremendously. I don't think that there are many guys trading today. I really do not think so. I think that a lot of guys are just waiting for today to end to see tomorrow what the status is.
Yeah, consolidation.
Yeah, a lot of consolidation.
Today. Yeah.
Lorenzo, how does interest rate decision affect the dollar? If they increase it, it will get stronger. What if no changes? So, good question, bro. If they increase the interest rates, I think in the short term, we're gonna see a bullish reaction from the dollar index. Why? Because the yield, you know, the high yield gets more attractive towards, you know, investors and stuff. So I think the higher the yield, the more attractive it will be to loan out your money, right? Therefore, it could make the dollar stronger. Therefore, people used to send or to sell their other currencies back into the dollar or swap it back into the dollar. That's why you saw that massive dollar index spike. I think early 2021-ish, or 2022, when the interest rate started to increase tremendously. And the other currencies were not doing it yet. Because everyone wanted to buy back the dollar, to put their money into dollars, because it's much more, you know, effective. Therefore, if they don't increase the interest rates right now, I think that's particularly already priced in, to be honest. I think we already have kind of a priced in reaction already. So yeah, we're gonna find out. I mean, if they indeed don't increase it and we come down heavily and we get rejected here on the daily and we failed to break, let's say this high here, yeah, then we could see a pullback scenario, you know, back towards or back in the range. Let's see. If they do increase it, yeah, I do expect a massive expansion. So yeah, for our short term right now, a break above the 105.4 is a Australian dollar US dollar short because of all these confluences. A closure below here, below support, which is the previous high, is a big chance of continuation down. Therefore, a gold breakout back to the upside. And then I look for a continuation break towards higher levels for gold. Something in that matter. I'm very curious to see how Netflix opens in 10 minutes. But let's see. Vicky, any thoughts about the dollar Canadian dollar? Yeah, we have 9 minutes, so we can go over yeah, a chart real quick. Let's do it. Yeah, daily is looking not as strong at all. Why? Oil is looking good. Let's see how oil opened up today. Oil so far, looks like it's continuing up. It's pretty strong. Daily, bullish, right? Continuation. I do believe at some point we're gonna see a reaction here. 97.98, and I do think we're pulling back from there a bit, but we're not there yet. So strong Canadian dollar, strong oil means strong Canadian dollar, strong correlation. Therefore, if the dollar starts ranging and coming down, Canadian dollar will come down very quickly. Especially because you're seeing that rejection here already. That's a strong rejection already here in that high. We have seen it. We have created a lower low. So yeah, overall, I do like it. I do like this reaction. I think there is a big chance of continuation, possibly, if the dollar indeed decides to come down while the Canadian dollar holds or comes up here. Actually, we have this 1 hour closure soon in 36 minutes. It is below support. So if you close here, yeah, there is a big chance you come up and you come down and retest and start coming for the lows right there. So I like it. I'm actually quite bearish for now on the dollar Canadian dollar. And even if the dollar would go up, I just don't see it really pushing up with the dollar Canadian dollar because of the oil and the Canadian dollar itself. So it's a pretty safe sell as long as, yeah, especially if the dollar index decides to come down as well.
Oh, I was talking, but you couldn't hear me. I said we were breaking through the zone right now on the Eur Usd, also on the dollar.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see what happens in 5 minutes from now. If you see some movement. Because we still did not take out any highs and no lows on dollar as well, so we still have potential for it to flip. Thomas, what light? I don't know, it's just a lot. It's just a lighter. I was asking about your music, Lorenzo.
The music. Yeah, I need a new playlist for sure. We're gonna add on some new tunes soon.
Oh no, you like the song.
Oh. Lorenzo, take consideration that the dollar index can just sweep the London high and low, and Asia as well. So gold can sweep the London as well to push further down and take all the liquidity to themselves. Confused? Question mark? I don't know really what you mean with confused. To be honest. But if you break out here and we get to this high here and we see rejection around this range and we start slowing down here, then yeah, maybe looking for a continuation further down again, back to the 1913, 1914. I do think that there is a chance if we break above here that we can go back to that daily gap and fill up the daily gap that we have built up here before that turnaround at the value area low or the point of control of that range, which is at 1937 or starting at 1937, followed by a potential continuation down, because this is still indeed a lower high, lower low, lower high, potential lower low scenario. So this high is not broken yet. So yeah, we could still see more downside, but yeah, the dollar is going to help us out with this decision making here. In regards to the Asian high or low, the high is already taken out. The low is not, indeed. Yeah, there is definitely some sell side built up below as well. But the dollar will help us making that decision. JM plays answer this, Lorenzo. All technical analysis is not almost happened when economic hit the time. There are no analysis can predict what movement when high impact at sorry, bro, I don't understand your question, brother. Sorry.
I was reading it as well. I couldn't understand it in the beginning, but I do think that his question is that how can technical analysis predict what the high impact news is going to do during economic news event? I think that's his question. So the chart will tell you.
I don't think we have to worry about the actual reaction. I think we should anticipate on the reaction. So I think that if the reaction is there, like you said, that we can anticipate on that movement that happened already and just made our money there. We don't have to nail down that exact move in any way, shape or form. I think the reaction up on that move is where it gets interesting. So I'm not really that worried about trying to nail down that with technical analysis that reaction initially. You can see things coming, like a lot of things are getting correlated, especially on the stock market. What I do tend to like is the fact that the VIX is so weak. Okay, and this is on the weekly time frame. And just to give you a perspective, okay, let's go to the VIX. There we go. This is the volatility index, okay? This shows you the volatility in the market right here. We are very low. We're almost back at the lows. We're not there yet. We have still some room to go. But after every single touch point right here, okay? After that reaction, we had a massive expansion to the upside. You know what that means? That means a massive pullback for the stock market. The lower the volatility in the market, the more comfortable buyers and investors get with investing in the stock market. The lower the volatility index is, the more comfortable people get. The more liquidity gets dragged into the market. We're very low right now. We are very, very, very low. Okay, and this is on the weekly time frame. The lower it gets, okay, the more you have to pay very close attention to the stock market. Because the lower the volatility index gets, the more bearish I'll become, in essence, on the stock market in the long term. So I'm just saying we're getting there. And if you then look for internal breakouts, yeah, you can kind of predict the volatility, the increase of volatility. And the lower you are, let's say you come back down to the 9, and you come back here and you start breaking internal highs right there, and you break this high, you're like, okay, we tapped into that weekly low, that all-time low practically. You then break these internal highs on the 4-hour. We might see an increase in volatility while the stock market is topping out. Bearish signal. So there are ways to predict, based on technical analysis, a very aggressive move in the market. And I've seen it a lot with Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin has a similar chart. It's called the Bitcoin Volatility Index. Every single time it comes down to the lowest point and it shoots up right here, the volatility increases and then Bitcoin makes a big move. Happens every 2 or 3 weeks right now. Okay? So same thing for the regular volatility index. That's why we look at the volatility index. If you want to measure and you want to expect an aggressive move in the market, you want to measure the volatility. Hope that makes sense. New York Stock Exchange open. Beautiful. Give us some volume. Okay, Australian dollar. Nice. No, 30-minute, no topic. Hourly closure will invalidate that, so we can take a short if we close below here. I love it. The dollar is not even that strong, or that coming up that strong right now at the moment. Yeah, the Australian dollar is immediately pushing down and getting rejected there. So I find it very interesting. I think there is definitely some potential for us here.
Looks indeed really interesting. I see Euro as well breaking further down.
Yeah, this is nice. This is interesting. Let's see what the Australian dollar, where it is. 30-minute. Yeah. Let's see how the dollar can move here. I think that top wick there is definitely a candidate. This is definitely a candidate that could flip to the upside. Gold strong sell. Yeah, very similar. Very similar behavior as Australian dollar against US dollar. Yeah, I think we're coming close to sells here. so far, but we'll find out. We'll see.
Yeah, it's for now. It's indeed it's a hard market because it's just consolidating for now. We're looking for that breakout, that breakthrough moment, and then take it with them.
Yeah. Yeah, that breakout for the dollar is so important.
Yeah, it really is important. We need to see what they're gonna do. Like they need to show us their hand, and then we can actually react off that and make a position. But what I saw today on the stream, Lorenzo, people were making jokes, trying to make you laugh, and it didn't work.
Not really. No.
I was laughing. I was laughing my ass off. I can tell you that right now. I couldn't control my emotions for a second. I was actually bursting out and laughing. So it's good that they did it with you and not with me, because let's see. There were some good ones.
Yeah, there are a couple guys on YouTube I follow. They're amazing. They're really funny. That Jamaican guy is one of them. So, Lorenzo, what pork can do a karate pork chop? There we go. Nice. Clean.
All right, breaking through as well on the dollar. Need to keep in mind though, on the 15 minute, it's not really a big bottom wick though. So I need to see that break above, Lorenzo. On the 15, if you look on the 15 on the dollar. We're now respecting that. We're respecting the demand zone.
We're almost there.
So we need to see them break through and go above that gap, and then actually close within the gap. So no respecting, actually, that would be the best.
I think that we just need to wait for that closure for the Australian dollar, to be honest. Below support here. Every single time when it comes towards the zone, you have seen it already multiple times. We get bought up. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times now. Let's close below it, and we enter.
Let's get it.
Yeah, I like this. I like this. If you can break that, then we have it. Wait for 20 minutes. I think the 15-minute closure is good. DJ Special says, I don't like the massive equal highs on the 6441. Yeah, I agree. I understand this. I think that closure will help you tremendously, but also look at all that sell side that's been building up here. The dollar will help us giving up that confidence. Euro, what do you think, Thomas?
Looking at the same overall structure still, is that right now they went below They took liquidity below low and they pushed through to the upside. So for now, they need to respect or at least show me a lot of bearish momentum before I'm actually
yeah. No, this is too strong
reacting
right
to
now.
it. Yeah, right now we're just we're just ranging. Actually, we're just ranging.
Yeah.
Not really make any choice of where we're going.
Yeah, if you can close below here. Australian dollar looks ready. We'll take a long short here. Lorenzo, how can we get those 1 to 3, 1 to 4 type trades? A lot of ways, bro. A lot of ways for that. You know, I like to look for like smaller ranges. That's one layer. You know, you can tighten your stop loss and risk less and just increase your risk to reward. There are many ways you can do it. The question is, why do you want to, right? If it is because you it looks cooler, then that's one layer. But if it is that you then you know, understand you can have a lower win rate and still make the same amount of money, well, that's a very valid reason. So, you know, you don't have to win as many trades, yet when you win, you make the same amount. I tend to find a way where I can win more than I lose. So for me, it does not really matter that much. I have traded for a long time also the high risk to reward setups, you know, the 6 to 1, 7 to 1s, 8 to 1s on their lower time frame. Not on stream though.
We see dollar is actually pushing up. Same for the euro, actually pushing down right now.
Love it.
How is the Aussie dollar standing?
It's coming down.
It's
I like
nice.
it. Yeah, we're getting there. We're still holding at support though.
17 more minutes until the closure on the hourly.
Do you think gold will touch 1913 if the dollar breaks out here? You know, it continues to break the highs. Yeah, I think that gold, yeah, can definitely push down. Quick stop at like 1919. There is some structure here. So yeah, if you come down and you go for that structure, yeah, then you might have to be able to be, you know, take some profits or have your TP1 set in that order block right here. Well, what we want is a dollar breakout, exactly. Yeah.
Looking for something else, that there might be something different that we can look for as well. Let's see what we have here.
Yeah, so I'm a MetaTrader here. I see that we're still holding above that support. So I'm actually waiting to break that or look for the continuation. Back to the downside here. Never traded an Australian dollar pair. Can you run us through that, please? Yeah, so it's still a major pair. I mean, it's still correlated to the dollar. You know, Euro, EU, AU, GU. Yeah, heavily correlated to the dollar index or negatively correlated. In this case, we're seeing that we had that consolidation here. We are in a downtrend overall as well, by the way. So we are in a downtrend. We have created a series of lower lows and lower highs. All right, so, you know, just as an example, right, we have been coming down right now. And now the last time that we came down, actually, we created a lot of liquidity here to the downside. So we had a very clean trend line liquidity built up, same as here, twice. Where we see that consolidation, that expansion, then building up that liquidity, retracing to the highs of that range. For that mid-range, rejection, and now breaking down. So now I'm looking for that consolidation, that expansion, that retracement, and that continuation. The continuation comes with a closure, so I want to see a closure here. I'm actually looking on my MetaTrader, it's slightly different. So I want to see a a body closure below it, stop loss below, and I want to go for that wick. If not, take partial profits and eventually go for these lows here, but I do not think that it will happen today. I do think that this could take a while. A day or 2 days, for example. We have to see. So the best thing is if you come down here, break below, we enter, take some profits at the wick here, make sure that we just enjoy our profits, and then partial leave some profits running or position running for further continuation potential while securing ourselves here. Yeah, I think that hourly closure is crucial as well. And as MetaTrader, it's very similar. Well, it's still a little bit different in regards to that body there. So I want to see the body closure below that. Can we use the fixed short profile in the MetaTrader 5? I think you can. I just like it more in TradingView. Overall, we were still ranging. It's a typical range Monday. I think people are very aware of the fact that we have the interest rate decision Wednesday, and I think big players do not want to take unnecessary risk right now in a choppy market when they know that the Federal Reserve will come out with their statement on a Wednesday, and a press conference as well of Uncle Jerome, one of our favorite uncles. So yeah, no confirmation yet, Siri. Every single time you feel the FOMO, you're like, I should enter.
There's no bottom wick on the 15 minutes candle on Eur Usd. As we're looking on the 1 minute, we see that we're creating a range, breaking up to the upside, taking all the liquidity, tapping into a POI, and then now selling off. But yeah, because we're still overall ranging.
Yeah.
Not entirely sure what they want to do.
Yeah, I think everyone is currently experiencing the same thing. It's just waiting, seeing what can happen. We need to see a break at some point. Blaine Kieber. What's up, boys? Just finished work. Nice. Welcome, brother. How's work? That's the spirit, bro. You come from your work, you come from your job, and you're back here on the stream. Back on the grind. I love it. That's the spirit. Alright, make sure you smash up that like button for all the new people here right now. We have 726 likes. I mean, we can do this together, okay? Just so you know. Let's smash it up. Let's support the channel here. And yeah, man. It's one of these beautiful days. My balance is now $5. I'm not giving up. Bro, this is completely irrelevant, brother. Money now is irrelevant. Start building your skill set, and you're gonna be good, my friend. You're gonna be good.
Currently working my 9 to 5, sitting in the office and have the stream on the monitor in the office for all those to see. I love it. That's amazing. It really is amazing. Let's see. Yeah, every market is at the moment. Every market is ranging at the moment. So.
Yeah, we should not be able to. We should not feel forced to take a trade right now, right? Like that's just to clarify.
Not at all.
Very important. We should not feel obligated here to take a trade now, because you know that usually tends to work against yourself, especially today on a Monday, just before the New York the Federal Reserve and stuff. If we see more volume and we see breakouts, you know, we know exactly what we're waiting for, right? And that is just a simple breakout from the dollar that leads us into other potential traders over time, or trades over time. Corrado says you're the best, now having a wait for it after so many years. What we can do right here is wait while we're waiting for the dollar to make some sort of move here. So we know what to do. We can do another chart. William, check the Australian dollar against the yen. Alright, let's check out the Australian dollar against the yen here. And let's see how we do an analysis. Analysis paralysis. Okay. Back at the Sunday Open here, we are now. Ooh, okay, nice. That's very clean. Yeah, this is a strong daily break, followed by rejection. We've seen this already, where we took out the highs here. We had all that buys that built up. We took it out. After that, the mission is completed here. We're kind of semi-doing this again right now on the lower scale. That's interesting to know. Let's go back to the 4-hour chart. We have this range. We have a point of control right there. Let's take a bigger range. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, same level. So this is a point of interest on the 4-hour chart. And it aligns with this high right here. We saw that rejection there. So we have that alignment of this overall range in combination with this high. Hmm, 30 minute. Same level, same rejection. continuation to the downside. A lot of sell side built up already. Practically on all the Australian dollar pairs you see, we have some sort of build up of liquidity here. I want to come back to this high. I want to come back to this high here. Unless we break the 94.8. So I want to come back to this high, followed by some sort of rejection here. And then breakdown, continuation to the downside. Or we break below the 94.8 right here. And we can look for further continuation down. Overall, I think that yeah, that's pretty decent as long as we break either up, get rejected internally, and we wait for an internal rejection, and then boom, you wait for internal lower lows, and then you take your setup back down, and you have like your double top formation.
You have an amazing push to the upside, Lorenzo. On the Eur Usd, it goes down, and on the dollar, we're actually breaking up just before the closure.
All right, nice. I like it. Australian dollar might be giving us something here. Love it. Very close to hourly closure. So we're probably very close here. I like that flip. I like this flip. Spread 0.3 pips. Ah, this is nice. This is nice. All right, almost closing. Yeah, gold's very similar.
Did you surf today, Lorenzo?
No, I did not. I did not. No. Yeah, I love it. 2 minutes left.
Let's see what's happened. It's really interesting. Let's see if they can actually flip this candle bullish right now and close it bullish on the DXY. Because that would be really interesting if that happens.
What?
What?
Say something?
What? What happened?
Nah, you're fooling me right now.
Wait, what? Let me listen. Hello?
I don't know what's going
What's
on,
up?
man. I'm confused.
What's the problem? Yeah, never mind. You're kidding, right? What's going on?
I don't know, bro, but it seemed like, you know, you had some pain down there, if you know what I'm talking about.
Wait, let me listen. What's going on? Let me listen. wait, what?
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Wait,
okay, fair enough, fair enough.
Wait, you did that or what? Lorenzo, did you do it?
No, I didn't do anything.
Oh.
30 seconds left, though. Think I want to enter that one. I like how we're flipping. I like how the dollar showed that demand here. All right, nice closure, little top wick, continuation, and we have our entry. Okay, we have our closure below. I think there is a chance of further continuation down. We might be seeing a single pullback, but I think this is a nice moment right here. Let's create a little wick, and we have what we need. Right there. Let's zoom in. Okay, that's the top. Let's flip it. Yeah, I would wait for a little pullback and then a continuation, and then we enter. We're very close. Hourly closure is below. I need to find out what you did there, Thomas, because it's
You're kidding. Nah. I did not do anything. I'm not lying to you. I really did not do anything.
You're telling me that this was Discord.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you 100%. 100%.
Wow. Okay.
100%. I don't know what happened. Like, for real. Like, I'm trying to understand. Like, maybe I pressed something, but I want to know what I pressed. If that's the case, I want to know what I pressed. Because it's actually funny, but I don't have no clue. I have no clue.
I love it. Okay, let's. If you flip this candle, we enter position. It might be a hold again, fam. It might be a hold overnight. So if you cannot do that, if you have like swap fees or something like that, or you know, whatever, then you know, you can look for a quick scalp here. But I think there is a big chance that there's just a lot of reasons for Australian dollar US dollar to come down. So I'm waiting for that turnaround here, where this candle turns from green to red. Same for the dollar. The dollar is now pushing up. This is a great sign, by the way. You know, you come down and you create a new bottom wick and you flip it, continue up, then you break the highs. Then we're probably already in position, and we just look for the continuation. Isn't there any news for Australian dollar pairs tonight? Not that I know. Depends where you're from, but not that I know. No. Anyone following ARM Holdings IPO? No, I haven't seen it. Maybe somebody else in the community here. If you're new, oh beautiful. If you're new to the community, fam, make sure you join our Discord. You join our movement right here. We have been working very hard to improve it, and it's just getting better and better and better and better. And the people in the community are getting better and better and better and better. So yes, that's the reason why we're almost at 15,000 members in our Discord, and soon we will be launching our Limitless Trading Academy YouTube channel, where we start posting a lot of new content, educational content, a podcast, some interviews, and so on and so on. So the brand, the Limitless brand, is getting there and is expanding, and it's no longer just Lorenzo Corrado behind this little PC. It's a whole movement with a lot of individuals working together, providing you with better content on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, I'm gonna enter. Hey, why is it not working?
Do you have on algo trading
Yeah.
on the top? Oh.
That's so weird. All right, let me restart the MetaTrader real quick.
Love it. Flipping bullish as well on the hourly on the DXY now.
Oh, no way, I was in. Okay. Wow, it just didn't register it. Okay, wow. I was like, what?
All right, so you're in. Love it.
Yeah, we're in, fam.
Amazing.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's get it.
Your pair is not the right one. Choose the R. No, it's the right one. Sir, can we go sell gold now? No. Yeah, well, you can. Of course you can. You can do anything you want, bro. I think that I want to see it breaking below the 1922. For further confirmation. Australian dollar? Please make a day in the live video. We're going to do that. Yes, sir.
So you know what happened yesterday in the V3, Lorenzo?
What happened?
Actually, Brad passed the test. So I want to do a huge shout out to Brad for passing the test. I see him grow a lot. He's always there in every session.
Nice.
So massive respect to the guy. And well done passing the test.
Congrats.
Well done, bro.
Congrats. Congrats. Can you explain the logic behind this trade? Go a little bit back into the stream. All right. Sometimes you have to put a little bit more work into, you know, the channel, the watching, the stream and so on. Instead of, you know, just typing and asking me, you could have already go back into the charts or in the stream a couple times before where I explained it. Okay, sometimes you have to put a little bit work in. Because we have talking about it already, I think 4 or 5 times here. Okay, it's time to get a drink. Be right back. Thomas, take over.
All right. Amazing.
Right back.
See you in a bit. For the ones that want to go back in time, it's a really good thing that you said. Yeah, bro. Just open another browser. Go back on the other browser and you can stay on the live as well at the same time. That elite buys is moving crazy right now. Let me check which one. You're talking about the USD CAD one? Yeah, is it going the... Wait, let me check. It's amazing, those buys, aren't they? Let me check. Oh, it's going really good. Actually, that's insane. For the people that didn't miss out on this one, this is actually insane. Again, Stove, mad respect for you, bro. That one is already going. Let me see right now. Yeah, you're already up 30 pips when you're... Depends on where your entry is, otherwise you're already up 30 pips. Stove, Massive respect to you, brother. Keep it up. For the people that don't know what we're talking about, in the V3 in our exclusive section, we have a elite bias. There's a bias, like a sort of a signal and a learning process at the same time, where our elite traders are providing you with daily biases that we call the elite bias. And that's where you can check every day for like an insane amount of value. So it's really good that we have. And Stove right now killed it with a USD CAD long, and he's killing that one. So an immense shout out to you, brother. Keep it up. But the normal V3 can't see the channel. You can, actually. You can see the channel. It's called the elite bias. Everyone in the V3 can see it. The only channel you cannot see is the poll section, because that's where we keep our polls for the verified VT, for the people that actually pass the test, for the voting system in the trading pit. That's the only channel you can't access. You can see it though on stream, but that's the one you can't access, because when you're not V3 verified, you're not allowed to vote. How much is V3? V3 is $97 for lifetime access. Any light on... Is there any light on GBP? Okay. I'll check for you, bro. Let me take a look for you, yeah? Let me drop this to the daily. Alright, so on the daily you can see that we actually swiped some lows. If you look on the left side on the 29th of June. So if you go to June. Now I know you can't see. But for the person that's listening, if you look on the left, you can see that on the 29th of June, we actually swiped out those lows. So there might be a reversal coming in for GBP CAD for you, Chinma. This job needs a lot of patience. Definitely. Patient pays.
David says, what a boring day. No movement, no volatility in the direction. It is indeed. This job needs a lot of patience, yeah. Well, we're kind of used to it right now, Thomas, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You get used to it quite quickly.
I see the... Let me see.
Yeah, this is gonna be a hold. I'm gonna hold this one overnight. If the volatility stays very low, then I'm just gonna hold it. Lorenzo, I see streams have so many accounts. Why not just one account? So, like, I have two. Yeah, two. One I use actually for more swing trading, you know, trade setups, and one is more for the day trading and scalping. But yeah, sometimes I mixed it up and so on and so on. I don't know. But that was my intention, first of all. Thomas, I'm confused. How can I link with V3? You can join our Discord, and in Discord you find more information.
I have a link for you here as well. If you follow my link that comes after my name, or Gavin, one of them, you can join through that link. You can join the V3. Just clarify a message, a personal message asking for money or trying to get you to join the V3 through personal message is always in the Discord. So just to clarify that.
Where's my stop loss? At 645, so a pretty wide stop loss. And I do this on purpose for the overall market as well, and the current choppiness. They did this last week exactly the same with the Australian dollar against US dollar. And we entered from here. And we closed it eventually partially, and then partially there, and then the rest we closed there. With the stop loss pretty wide as well. And that is done on purpose because in market conditions when there's less volume, you don't want to get wicked out. So I keep my stop losses a little bit wider. For gold, yeah, we're holding in this range still. Yeah, who's excited for the stock channel? Like, I know there are some guys here that actually trade stocks, so that's interesting. I'm very interested in it as well. Not always, but right now especially because of the market. The market is preparing for some major moves here.
Gary, make sure to follow the link in the YouTube chat by the Nybot. It's being sent out right now. Does the V3 have swing ideas? So there are definitely swing ideas being shared by either Lorenzo or me or someone else. That when there is an actual swing idea, we also have a swing idea being sent out by GJ actually in the elite bias. So there are definitely swing ideas when they occur on the market, of course.
TP will be at the initial wick, so it's up to you here. But if you look at Australian dollar, US dollar, you see that we have that consolidation. So we have this lower low. I will explain it one more time. Lower low, lower highs in general in the market, higher time frame. This is the most important range. We've seen that rejection of that range, and we have been building a lot of sell side below these levels. This one as well. This one is where I actually want to go to eventually, but there will not be enough volume to get us there right now. So it's going to be a long-term, it's going to be a hold like last week where we hold it for a day or 2 days. And just see where we can take it. So I have my stop loss purposefully done, set a little bit wider. And I think that's the best way to do it. Because, yeah, it's just going to be a hold, same as last week. We entered here, we waited, and it took like 2 days for it to play out eventually.
I see Sheeman. Let me take the last name. Can I pay installment to join V3? What do you mean by installment?
Pay multiple payments, I think. No, it's a very cheap product, and it's like, we have courses in there, we have a lot of things in there. And you know, it's you should pay it in one time. Just save for it and pay it later. If you're really committed to join us. How do you get access to the crypto group? Read the instructions on our Discord. You don't have to pay us, but you have to read the instructions. There are a couple things you need to do. What do you get from the V3? Signal channel. So we have our signals right here, our V3 signals from London. London has been really crushing it. It has been actually a little bit better than New York. But that's just the market itself that changes all the time. Sometimes New York is better than London. For now, London has been outperforming New York. Signal channel, courses, events, private live streams. Thomas is streaming in Discord as well. You know, he's working with Limitless in Discord. Streaming in there as well during London, so you can choose if you want to join our private live streams. If you cannot join our private live streams, just go for the signal channel and follow the signals. It's pretty straightforward here. The signals are with explanation, so it's not just random without any remark of why we enter a position. It's also with context, so you can learn from it. Otherwise, it's not, of course, not worth it for me personally to do it if I cannot teach you why I'm entering. VT trading channels, including our private lounges where we talk a lot, hang out a lot as well, and many events on a day-to-day basis that you can join. It's our private events right here. Then we have the daily buys channel where our top traders in our community post their setups. These are not signals, but these are setups that you can use, especially when looking at the market. And we know that they're good because we know them. They are with us for over a year already, these guys. So, yeah, they're posting their setups and they're verified. Therefore, we know that they know what they're talking about. And yeah, that all for $97. You might think it's much more, but we do this on purpose because we want to give make it accessible for as many people as possible. Also, people from countries where $97 is a lot of money. And I hope that gives everyone the opportunity to become part of a really nice community and to learn. So if you're interested, then click on this link in the channel here. And make sure you go payment. I have seen a lot of questions already in the customer support about it. I'll get back to you after the stream. How do I have a white chest like you? Drink a lot of milk like Thomas.
Yes.
How do we take multiple take profit in different intervals? You can close your positions partially. Up to you. Yeah, marked is a little bit on the boring side today. We're not going to make it too long here. I'm going to stay into the position, probably overnight. So yeah, we'll see how it happens tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. I think we might tomorrow have a lower or a high being put in for the week. If that doesn't happen tomorrow, it's gonna happen on Wednesday, and we're gonna have a late week. So we're gonna have 3 expansion days. So that would be amazing.
Yeah, let's give it like 5 more minutes. Gold cannot make up its mind indeed. Yeah, I think eventually we're leaning towards a nice potential breakout here, unless we break in below. Kian says I opened a sell position on gold at 1927. Gospel says you have no idea how much you have helped me so far, my small account. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Yeah, hopefully we see some vibe tomorrow. It is a day before the Federal Reserve. But yeah, let's see. Hopefully it's better. We're gonna keep it up at least this whole night. Right now for our position here. See where we can take it. Which indices should be observed when trading tech stocks market except Nasdaq? You can use the US 30 or the S&P. I would say the US 30 is interesting as well. Because most of these big tech stocks are actually now in the US 30. Right? Big companies. Just look in the list for sure and look at the Dow Jones and look at what they have in there. And you will see. A bro analysis of the Nasdaq. Yeah, we did that before indeed. Let's see where we actually are now. Yeah, I was thinking about this this range. A pullback in this level. The 618 level, somewhat in that level here. I think that we could make a pullback back towards that range, but let's see. Depends on the volatility index. Volatility index is still coming down. So let's see if we can break above the 15,285. That will be interesting. That could be interesting. Lorenzo, did we just FOMO on Australian dollar, US dollar? No, we followed our rules. We closed below. Hourly, we took it actually very slow. Can we play V3 access via crypto? Yes, you can. You need to open a customer support ticket in our community here. Thomas, what do you think tomorrow? More volume?
Yeah, I think tomorrow, like it really is, if it's gonna be one of those weeks that we're gonna have another day of like more consolidation, and then we're gonna have Wednesday a big expansion. But otherwise, tomorrow definitely a higher low of the week.
Yeah.
And let's see what's gonna happen. I'm really interested to see what happens. We do have some news coming up on Wednesday until Friday. So yeah, it looks interesting. A big consolidations, that's for sure. So there's definitely a lot of orders in the market that we can see get taken out.
Yeah.
On both ends. So
yeah, I think that's it for today, fam. I think we have not been moving a lot. Like I said, we're gonna stick it to our position here. My stop is gonna be at 6.5, 645. Yeah, let's see where it takes us, even if we come up or down. If I change my mind somewhat, I don't think so. Then I will keep you updated in our meta charts right here, and I will yeah, keep you updated. Like yesterday, like last week, same pair, same situation. Keep you updated right here in our Discord. I think that's the best way to do it in that manner. And hopefully you have some more volume tomorrow, fam. Okay, keep your stop loss a little bit wide. Don't try to nail down, or if you play it very tight, you can, but it's very choppy, so it's up and down, up and down. I use the same tactic as last week, where we just have a wide stop loss. and then just go more from a macro view of the Australian dollar potentially coming down eventually. And that's the way, that's the game I want to play right now, because it's just September. September is a choppy month. October will going to be complete takeover. It's going to be a complete different approach. You will see a lot more volume coming into the markets as well. For now, we have to deal with what we have here. But yeah, same thing as last week. Let's see if we can close our position right here in profit and you know, make a good end to it eventually. Okay, I think it's time to close the deal here, fam. See you tomorrow. Let me know if you're going to be here. Wednesday is the big news event. So tomorrow is the day where we actually will prepare for a Wednesday, okay? So if you can take a trade, fantastic. If you can hold our trade, fantastic. But tomorrow is the preparation for Wednesday. So if you have a pair, write it down. Tomorrow we can go over everything and make sure that we are here for you, covering the interest rate decision, all right? Much love, fam. I'll see you tomorrow. Much love, much love.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Alright, fam, for everyone who's here in the V2E trading floor, I'm going off.